and we are very, very honored to have you all here. I feel confident, speaking on behalf of all the students and faculty here, that we are very humbled and honored to have you all here. My name is Quinn Gage. I am a senior. I am a biochemistry student and a biochemistry researcher. I've been at Point for a little over 4 years now, so technically a super senior, but college is a journey, right? So, if you told me 2 years ago that we would be back in person doing something like this, I would have said no way. But here we are, and I'm very proud of all of us for being here. So let's do the parade of schools. And I don't have my sheet. Thank you. Sorry about the delay. In the meantime, I'll tell you a really bad joke, okay? It's for science people. Did you guys hear about the neutron who got arrested? He got off on no charge. I would tell more, but they're all really bad. Now let's get to the parade of schools. So all of the schools that I'm going to be reading off are present and competing. Athens, Baldwin-Woodville JV Exhibit, Belleville, Belleville JV exhibition, I'm sorry. The Lloyd Turner. It's steady in the beach, Charles. Boyceville again. Oh, Boyceville B exhibit. Boyceville C exhibition. Oh. I don't know if that was B or C, so we're going to do Boyceville C exhibition again? No? Okay. Boyceville D exhibition. Boyceville E exhibition. Boyceville JV exhibition. Brookfield Central Cadet exhibition. Campbell Sport B exhibition. Hartford. Lakeland Union, Marquette, Medford, Menominee, Boyceville, and Shell Lake. Let's get one more round of applause for all the schools. Thank you all for being here. And now I'd like to acknowledge our sponsor of this event, Martin Machining, and our silver sponsor, Warzawa. And we have a video from them. Thank you, Martin Machining. Now I'd like to introduce the Stevens Point Community Development Director, Ryan Karnowski.
Are you guys excited or what? Well, good afternoon. I'm Ryan Karnowski, Director of Community Development for the City of Stevens Point. And on behalf of Mayor Mike Wiesa, who is traveling for some reason, although it's supposed to be like 70 and sunny tomorrow, and the Common Council of the City of Stevens Point, and the citizens of Stevens Point, we welcome you to our great community. We're so thrilled to have you here at UW Stevens Point for the state tournament of Science Olympiad. Again, a special shout out to one of our great business park businesses, Martin Machining, for sponsoring this event. And thank you for the Martin family for their continued community support and involvement in Stevens Point. Science, culture, and community is all around us here in Stevens Point. Of course, most of that is thanks to UW Stevens Point and great organizations like Create Portage County. Whether it's Schmeekley Reserve, a 280-acre outdoor classroom managed by UWSP and open to the community, or one of several murals you'll find in our thriving downtown, or our great thriving business park, or getting lost on the 27-mile Green Circle Trail, a hiking and biking trail that lives through Stevens Point. You'll find a welcoming, progressive community here in central Wisconsin. Many of you are beginning to explore your college career options. I would be remiss if I didn't mention my alma mater, UW Stevens Point, as part of your possible college experience. Not only is it a great university, but it's also located in a great community, and I might be just a little biased on that. But, I'm just saying. Again, on behalf of the mayor and the council, welcome to the city of Stevens Point, and best of luck this weekend. Good luck.
Thank you, Ryan. Now I'd like to acknowledge our tournament director, Nicole Dahlman, the YES team, Science Olympiad volunteers, and the UWSP faculty, staff, and students and volunteers who made this event possible. Let's give them a round of applause. I know quite a few of the faculty this past week have had sleepless nights preparing for this event. Some of us have put a little blood into this as well. But it was worth it. It's great to see you all here. Now, Nicole, would you please come up?
Welcome, everyone. Doesn't it feel good to be back in person at Science Olympiad tournaments, and especially a state tournament? How many of you have been in a state tournament before in person? And how many of you is it your first time being in person at state? Awesome. How was the day today? Did everyone have a great time during the Friday STEM events? Wonderful. I want to give a huge thank you to UW Stevens Point for hosting the tournament. Yeah, go ahead. One thing I do want to make everyone aware of is there is a team photo opportunity if you would like that at all for any of the merchandise, if you'd like that on a shirt to remember this experience. You can meet our WSO photographer back by the UWSP letters back there after the opening ceremony is done for a team photo if you're interested. At this time, I would like to invite the various individuals up to read our pledges that we have to read, and we'll start with the students' pledge. We have some students already picked out that will be reading that.
I pledge to put forth my best effort in the Science Olympiad tournament and to uphold the principles of honest competition. In my events, I will compete with integrity, respect, and sportsmanship towards my fellow competitors. I will display courtesy towards event supervisors and tournament personnel. My actions will exemplify the proud spirit of my school, team, and state.
Thank you, students. Next, we'll do the coaches' pledge. We have some coaches already lined up.
On behalf of the coaches and assistants at this tournament, I pledge to encourage honest bring honor to our community and school.
Thank you, coaches. Next, we have some parents that are going to read the Parents' Pledge.
On behalf of the parents and spectators, I pledge to be an example for our children by respecting the rules of Science Olympiad, encouraging excellence in preparation and investigation, supporting independence in design and production of all competition devices, and respecting the decisions of event supervisors and judges. Our examples will promote the spirit of cooperation within and among all our participating teams.
Thank you, parents. And last, we have an event supervisor pledge.
On behalf of my fellow supervisors and tournament personnel, I pledge to run my event with fairness and respect for the participants and their coaches.
Our actions will reflect the principles of the Science Olympiad program and display the pride we feel as representatives of our colleges, universities, companies, states, or organizations.
Thank you, event supervisors. I want to personally wish each and every one of you good luck tomorrow. Have a wonderful time, meet new friends, challenge yourselves, push yourselves beyond what you thought you were possible, but most of all, enjoy the day. Share your love of this with others, make lifelong friendships with other students, be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. I want to end with a quote. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, Nicole. And now I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker, Greg White. Right. Greg.
Give me 1 second. Okay, we're all set. So my name is Greg Wright. Again, I'm here from an organization called Great Portage County. I got asked to give you guys a little keynote tonight to talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing over the next couple of days and give you a chance to think about some stuff. I wanted to start by acknowledging a couple of obvious things, which may have been more obvious as you watched me handle some super serious technology challenges, as I always use math. I'm an English teacher by background, and I run an arts organization. Add those things together, ta-da, I totally am the perfect person to come and talk to you at a Science Olympiad competition, right? Total perfect fit for this. But we'll hopefully explain why it makes sense being here in just a second. So I work for an organization called Create Portage County. Or any of you are actually from Portage County. Most of you are from around the state. We're an organization that started out as an arts organization, as I said before. We were an arts advocacy organization. So we were in the community trying to advocate for why spending in the arts made a lot of sense. Because we were doing that, we were talking a lot about creativity, and the community asked us if we could also support entrepreneurship. So about 6 years ago, we rebranded our organization from the Arts Alliance of Portage County to Create Portage County with this notion that creativity in any form is really what makes a community thrive, and we wanted to support as many creative projects as we could in the community. So our work now basically fits into these two circles. We have the side of things where we're still doing a lot of arts-based support. Living around town, you see murals, we do summer concerts, we do a lot of programming in that particular space. But we also added this other version of creativity where we try to support as many creative businesses as we can as possible. So we've launched tech companies, we've launched retail businesses, we've launched videography companies. Again, we're working with as many different people in as many different places as we can to try to get as many different businesses off the ground. And something that's interesting in both of those worlds is that in the arts world right now, the language about what we're talking about is called creative placemaking. We're trying to do as much as we can to make this place feel creative. And in the entrepreneurship side of things, we're doing a lot of work in something they call entrepreneurial ecosystem building. We're talking about trying to build an ecosystem of creative people that are supporting each other through their projects. So in both of those cases, we end up talking a lot about place. And so I was asked to come here today and make you think, give you something to think about. And so I thought it would be interesting to just think through how place is interacting in our world in a different way, especially as we come out of the pandemic. And what specifically does what role does play in the world as we enter into this digital age? I want you to think about this because the world of innovation, the world that I come from, is all about disruption. And if any of you are thinking about getting into interesting careers in engineering, design, entrepreneurship, you want to start your own companies, the most successful companies are companies that are finding ways to disrupt the way that things happen, right? And so I'm explaining to you a really big disruption we're watching happening in the world. I'm going to give you a chance to think about it, and then I'll let you go on to whatever activities you all have going on tonight. So we're here at a university, and I, again, am an English teacher by background. So does anybody know the root word that the word university comes from? It's even bigger than that. Why do we call it a university? There we go. Universe. You win all the points. Science Olympiad winner. Sorry it was decided tonight. This is by surprise. You all took the pledge. There's no arguing with judges. The word, it comes from the word universe. The idea of a university is that all known information in the universe is supposed to be located right here in this physical location, right? So you go to a university to access every possible thing that exists in the universe. Exciting, right? And that's, I'll share some pictures of what that looked like, right? Libraries are the heart of universities, right? Because there's no way possibly you could access information outside of a library, right? And so we needed to have these collected physical locations that had all the books that were printed, that you could come to and spend time on campus with, and then we dressed these people up as experts in these very specific outfits that look a little bit like Hogwarts, to signify that that person might have even more information than the book that you access in a library. And those two things combined, we're going to give you access to all of the information in the universe, right? University. Largely still the way universities function, right? We still think of universities as campuses, still as places, but the reality of the world we live in is that there's more information on this thing in your phone, in your pocket, than there is at the world's largest library, right? The Library of Congress has less information in it than what you can access on your phone wherever you go, whenever you go there. You also, if you want to, can Google search a tutorial by a world's leading expert in anything and watch a video in real time to process information, right? Agree with that? So, place had a really significant role in the providing of information to people prior to the digital age, but place doesn't play that specific of a role in providing you access to information anymore. However, when we still think about schools, we still think about them as defined by these physical locations, right? If I ask you to draw a picture of a school, you're likely to draw a picture of a building, right? And so what I want you guys to do for me for a little bit with your friends around you is, I want you to take a little time to imagine, what if school had nothing to do with a physical location? What could happen? How could school be completely disrupted if instead of going to a physical location, you took learning with you places? And how could that be different? So take a little bit of time, talk to your peers around you. Whoever comes up with the coolest answer will be in second place after her. And I'll check in with you in just a second. Okay, I'm sure you've talked enough. So, who wants to report out some idea they came up with for how school or universities could be completely different if we got rid of a physical location as the center of how they operate? Anybody willing to share? We've got some bold, there we go.
There wouldn't be like communities and getting together to like talk to other peers and get more information and understand the information better. So she says you wouldn't have as much community if you didn't do that. Let's flip that coin. What if instead you could bounce from community to community, right? What if for a while you went to school here, and then a while you went to school over here, right? What if you could travel more in the process of that? Anybody know the average price we pay in room and board at a university? Somewhere between $12,000 and $17,000. Imagine if you had that as a travel budget annually while you were traveling for school, right? Interesting stuff. Anybody else have something they came up with that you could do differently school-wise? Somebody's going to make eye contact with me over here. There we go.
Well, probably similar to how we did during the pandemic, we probably have a lot more online classes, and so maybe not as much capability for asking questions, or a harder way socially to do so.
Right, so online environments, right, you're probably going to have a lot more of that. It may make conversations more difficult, or you could maybe text your teacher in real time.
You'll probably have a lot more opportunities to do stuff because school may only provide some resources, but like online you can do a lot more.
Yeah. How much more immersive could your learning experience be if you didn't feel tied to a physical environment, right? Let's say you're taking a class in biology, right? You could be at a farm, you could be at a zoo, you could be traveling to different places, right? You could be in different ecosystems checking things out, right? And so the point I want to make in this is that we have a tendency, specifically in the way schools are set up right now, you all are on the end of a lot of learning the world has done, right? And so there's a tendency in this to look for right answers. There's a lot of emphasis on rubrics and standardized testing in schools. I know that because I used to teach in one. And so there's this tendency we have right now to say, especially in terms of science, like science is, you're rewarded in science because you get the right answer, right? Because you know how to finish an equation, you know how to solve a problem, you know how to get the right lab result, right? And somebody else has already predetermined what that result should be, and you're a good scientist and you can also achieve that same result. But the reality is that most of the innovative, groundbreaking science is happening not because people are good at following directions, but because they're good at seeing outside of those rules, right? They're good at breaking the rules. They're good at understanding where creativity is. And so the quote I want to leave you with today, and the thing I want you all to think about is this Einstein quote, that imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world, right? Almost all of the major innovations that you play around with today as real things, your cell phone, Skype, Zoom, whatever else, 3D printers, all first appeared in the world through science fiction, right? There were fictional authors, movie makers, who came up with these notions of the way the world could be in the future, and over time scientists found ways to make that a reality, right? And so what we need more than anything, we don't just need people who are good at science, we need people who are good at thinking, we need people who are good at imagining, we need people who are good at breaking the rules to figure out where the world could be next. And so that's what I want to encourage you all to do this week. I want you to have fun with science. I want you to think outside the box. I want you to show how creative you can be. And I want you to find creative applications of science so that it isn't just how good can you follow the rules, it's how much can you transform or move forward the world with what you know and can do. So thanks for having me here today. Good luck this weekend, and best of luck.
Thank you, Greg. And now I'd like to give out some swag bags to some of the students here. So, Yesenia Gross, please come up. Nigeria Davis. Two from the same school, kind of suspicious. Sage Jackson. Scarlett Brown. From the same school? Okay. I'll give it to you for her. And Abraham Boyceville. Congratulations to the winners. Kind of weird that some of them are all from the same school, but just a lucky day, I guess. I would like to acknowledge one more time our sponsor, Martin Machining. Thank you to Martin Machining. And now I'd like to welcome up Lindsay Tippins, UWSP Graduate Assistant, to sing the National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming
Thank you, Lindsay. That was beautiful. And now I'd like to introduce the College of Letters and Science, Dean Josh Hagan.
Good afternoon. It is my privilege to conclude the opening ceremony by again welcoming you to UW-Stevens Point to participate in the 2022 Wisconsin State Science Olympiad. We are thrilled to have you as guests on our campus and in our community. Before I officially close the ceremony, I do have a surprise announcement. I am pleased to share that UW-Stevens Point will be awarding every gold winner a $500 scholarship to attend UWSP after high school graduation. More details will be available after the winners have been identified. We hope your experience as Olympiad participants is positive and you can take some time to explore our beautiful campus facilities before you return home. We also look forward to the opportunity to welcome you and invite you back to campus, perhaps to tour with a member of our admissions team or to experience one of our viewpoint days for high school juniors and seniors. Finally, I wish to again thank all of our students, coaches, faculty, judges, volunteers, and the Olympiad organizing team, as well as our sponsors. This event would not have been possible without their efforts. So again, thank you. I wish you the best of luck tomorrow and have a great evening.
Thank you, Dean Hagan. One final thing, if you made a bronze medallion, they are available for pickup near the exit. And I would just like to say good luck to each and every one of you. To be here, you have to be very smart, and each and every one of you is very smart. So welcome and good luck.